awful fast with a gun.
Andy Griffith once said that the straight man has the best part because they get to be in the show and see it too. The Andy Griffith Show, created by Sheldon Leonard, became a beloved example of wholesome comedy, blending humor with life lessons about humility, honor, and kindness. It's no exaggeration to say that this show helped raise a generation. But what do we know about the surprising rivalries, romances, and behind-the-scenes stories from the show's 8-season run? How did the writers consistently come up with plot ideas, and why did this enduring sitcom ultimately come to an end? I'm Nostalgic Nick, and today we're going back to Mayberry to explore these questions and more.
Quiet.
Andy!
The Andy Griffith Show, a popular television series in the 1960s, was originally conceived as a spin-off from The Danny Thomas Show. The show featured Andy Griffith in the lead role as Sheriff Andy Taylor and showcased a blend of humor and moral lessons rooted in 1930s nostalgia. The show was set in the fictional town of Mayberry, North Carolina, and revolved around the daily life of Sheriff Taylor, his deputy Barney Fife, and Taylor's son Opie. The show's setting and characters were inspired by Griffith's own upbringing in the small town of Mount Airy, North Carolina. The Andy Griffith Show was known for its warm and positive portrayal of small-town life, and for its memorable characters, including the lovable but incompetent Deputy Fife, played by Don Knotts, and the wise and caring Aunt Bee, played by Frances Bavier. The show also tackled important social issues of the time, such as racism and the role of women in society, but always managed to do so in a way that was both entertaining and thought-provoking. One of the reasons for the show's enduring popularity is its timeless appeal. The themes and values it explores, such as the importance of family, community, and morality, continue to resonate with audiences today. The Andy Griffith Show is also notable for its impact on popular culture. It spawned several spin-offs and movies, and its characters and catchphrases have become a part of American folklore. Despite its age, the show remains a favorite among older audiences who appreciate its simple, wholesome entertainment and its positive portrayal of small-town life. Its blend of humor and moral lessons rooted in 1930s nostalgia continue to make it a popular choice for those looking for a comforting and enjoyable viewing experience.
Something the sheriff don't even know about. It's on.
The character Opie in the Andy Griffith Show was named after Opie Cates, a well-known bandleader from the 1930s. Sheldon Leonard, the show's creator, was inspired by the nostalgic essence of the past and chose this name to pay homage to the past. Opie, played by Ron Howard, is the son of Sheriff Andy Taylor in the show, which aired from 1960 to 1968. Opie's character provides a lot of warmth and humor to the show and is a crucial part of its appeal. The name Opie, though unusual, became synonymous with the innocent and carefree childhood of the 1960s thanks to the show's enduring popularity.
Yes, I will. Goodbye.
The theme song of the Andy Griffith Show, titled The Fishin' Hole, was composed by Earl Hagen and Herbert Spencer. These two were well-known composers in the field of television and film music. The catchy tune, which features a whistled melody, became synonymous with the show and its small-town setting. The composers were able to capture the simplicity and warmth of Mayberry, the fictional town where the show is set, through their music. Earl Hagen, who also composed music for other popular TV shows such as The Mod Squad and I Spy, had a knack for creating memorable themes that perfectly encapsulated the mood and tone of a series. Similarly, Herbert Spencer, who was also a prolific composer for TV and film, brought his own unique style to the composition. Together, they created The Fishin' Hole, a tune that has become as beloved as the show itself. The theme song's lyrics, although not often heard, speak to the relaxed, down-home charm of Mayberry and the show's focus on simple pleasures. The lyrics talk about taking it easy, fishing, and enjoying the small moments in life, which is a perfect representation of the show. The tune's cheerful and unpretentious nature perfectly complements the warm humor and gentle spirit of the Andy Griffith Show. In conclusion, The Fishin' Hole, the theme song of the Andy Griffith Show, is a memorable and iconic composition that captures the essence of the show and its small-town setting. Composed by Earl Hagen and Herbert Spencer, the theme song's whistled melody and lyrics provide a perfect introduction to the world of Mayberry and the warm, friendly characters that call it home.
Barney, thanks.
You're welcome.
The intro of the Andy Griffith Show shows a father and son fishing, a scene filmed at Franklin Canyon Park in Los Angeles. The show's setting, however, is the fictional town of Mayberry, which was inspired by Mount Airy, North Carolina. Mount Airy is the hometown of Andy Griffith, the show's lead actor, and many of the show's storylines and characters were based on people and events from Griffith's childhood. The warm and nostalgic depiction of small-town life in Mayberry has made the show a beloved classic among older audiences. Andy Griffith, the star of The Andy Griffith Show, had disagreements with certain production decisions during the making of the series. One of his main concerns was the inclusion of a mayor character, which he felt was unnecessary and took away from the show's focus on small-town life. Additionally, Griffith took issue with the use of a laugh track in the show. He believed that it was inauthentic and detracted from the natural humor of the situations and characters. Despite these challenges, the show was still able to become a beloved and enduring piece of television history. The production team and Griffith were able to come to a compromise, and the show was still able to become a hit, running for 8 seasons and spawning a successful spin-off. The show's portrayal of small-town life and relatable characters continue to resonate with audiences today. It is important to note that even though Griffith had disagreements with certain aspects of the production, it didn't stop the show from becoming a classic and a beloved piece of American television history. The show's themes and characters were able to shine through and overcome any production challenges.
Paul?
Yeah?
Thanks.
The Andy Griffith Show, a popular 1960s television series, featured a talented cast with notable casting dynamics. One such dynamic involved actors Andy Griffith and Frances Bavier, who played the main characters Sheriff Andy Taylor and Aunt Bee Taylor, respectively. Despite their on-screen chemistry, Griffith and Bavier had a complicated working relationship off-screen. Griffith was known for his jovial and lighthearted nature on set, while Bavier was more serious and reserved. This contrast in personalities led to occasional tension between the two actors. Griffith, who was also an executive producer for the show, often tried to keep the atmosphere light and fun during filming. Bavier, however, preferred a more professional and focused set. This difference in work styles caused some friction, but the two actors were able to maintain a professional relationship and deliver strong performances. Their contrasting personalities also led to some memorable moments on set. For example, Griffith would often try to make Bavier laugh during serious scenes, which would result in outtakes and retakes. Despite this, Bavier was able to maintain her composure and deliver her lines with the necessary emotion. Overall, the casting dynamics on the Andy Griffith Show were an essential part of its success. While the tension between Griffith and Bavier may have been present, it did not detract from the quality of the show. In fact, it may have even added an interesting layer to the characters and their relationships.
Well, I still think you're asking the wrong person.
You know him better than anybody else.
Well,
The Andy Griffith Show, a popular 1960s television series, had a significant impact on the career of Ron Howard, who played Opie, the son of the main character, Sheriff Andy Taylor. Andy Griffith, who starred as the wise and patient sheriff, took Ron Howard under his wing and mentored him throughout the show's run. This experience proved to be invaluable for Howard, as it greatly contributed to his development as a director and producer in Hollywood. Griffith, with his extensive experience in the entertainment industry, provided a nurturing and supportive environment for Howard to grow and learn. He taught him the ins and outs of acting, directing, and producing, giving him a solid foundation on which to build his own career. Howard has often credited Griffith with playing a crucial role in his success in the entertainment industry. The Andy Griffith Show was a staple of 1960s television, and its impact can still be felt today. The show's warm and wholesome depiction of small-town life in Mayberry, North Carolina, resonated with audiences and has become a beloved part of television history. The show's legacy lives on through its reruns, which continue to air on television today, and through the many fans who still hold it dear to their hearts. Ron Howard's experience on The Andy Griffith Show not only helped to shape his career, but also served as a testament to the power of mentorship in the entertainment industry. The show's enduring popularity and the success of its stars are a testament to its lasting impact on television and popular culture. The Andy Griffith Show will always be remembered as a classic example of quality television and a shining example of the positive impact that mentorship can have on a young actor's career.
Old sneak thief. Now, the minute my back's turned, here comes some Johnny-come-lately-in, rounds...
The Andy Griffith Show, a popular television series in the 1960s, had a promotional agreement with Ford. As a result, Ford supplied the show with new models of the Ford Galaxy, which were used on screen. This partnership allowed the show to feature the latest automotive technology of the time, adding a touch of realism and modernity to the fictional town of Mayberry. The Ford Galaxy became a familiar sight to viewers, often driven by characters such as Sheriff Andy Taylor and Deputy Barney Fife. The vehicle sponsorship not only provided the show with reliable transportation, but also served as a subtle form of product placement, contributing to the enduring popularity of both the Andy Griffith Show and the Ford Galaxy.
Oh, will you?
The Andy Griffith Show, a popular television series in the 1960s, concluded after 8 seasons despite its high ratings. The show's star, Andy Griffith, made the decision to end the series due to his commitment to maintaining its quality and avoiding the trap of becoming just another sitcom. Griffith believed that by ending the show at its peak, he could ensure that it would be remembered fondly by its viewers. The show's simple, down-home charm and relatable characters had struck a chord with audiences, and Griffith was determined to preserve that legacy. The Andy Griffith Show was set in the fictional town of Mayberry, North Carolina, and followed the daily life of Sheriff Andy Taylor, played by Griffith. The show explored the relationships between Taylor and the various inhabitants of Mayberry, including his young son Opie, his Aunt Bee, and his bumbling deputy Barney Fife. With its gentle humor and warm-hearted characters, the show quickly became a hit with audiences. Despite the show's success, Griffith began to grow concerned that it was beginning to lose its way. He felt that the show was starting to rely too heavily on formulaic plots, and that the characters were becoming caricatures of themselves. Griffith, who had always been deeply involved in the creative direction of the show, decided that it was time to bring the series to a close while it was still at the top of its game. The decision to end the show was not an easy one, as it was still one of the most popular series on television at the time. However, Griffith remained steadfast in his belief that it was the right thing to do. He felt that by concluding the show on a high note, he could ensure that it would be remembered fondly by audiences for years to come. In the end, Griffith's decision proved to be a wise one. The Andy Griffith Show remains a beloved classic of American television, and its characters and stories continue to resonate with audiences today. By choosing to end the series while it was still at the height of its popularity, Griffith ensured that the show would be remembered as a shining example of quality television, rather than just another sitcom that had overstayed its welcome.